All right, so we will get started for today. Good morning, my name is Abby, and welcome to Up and Moving. The goal of Up and Moving is to provide a free community physical activity resource for the Upper Peninsula. Today, I'm going to be doing more of like a full body workout that you could use some light resistant as well. I will be using a chair just for some balance purposes. And then for the light resistance, you can use water bottles, soup cans, anything like that. And all right, we can get started in our warm up. So the first thing we're going to do is just the hands to the sky one. Just put your hands up, look back. We'll hold this for a couple seconds. And now we're gonna go down to your toes. And then now we're gonna go back up to the sky. And then down to the toes one more time. All right, for the next one, we're just gonna do some arm circles. So I'm gonna start with forward arm circles. We're gonna start them small. And if you like to get your legs moving, you can just shuffle back and forth. And I'm gonna make them bigger. And as big as you can. And now we're gonna switch to the opposite direction. So start backwards. And start to make them bigger. Until as big as you can. All right. The next one we're gonna do, they're called teapots. So you're gonna put your hand on your hip, arm up, and stretch to the side. And do it both ways. We'll do a couple more on each side. All right. And then for the next one, we're gonna do knee opener or hip openers. You're gonna put your knee up and then out. And then I will be going opposite sides. Just up and out. Couple more on each side. All right. For the next one, we are gonna do over and unders. So you're gonna pretend there's something right here, like a fence, over it, and then you're gonna step under it. We'll do one side. for about 20 seconds, and then we'll switch to the opposite direction. Five more seconds on this side. And 3, 2, 1. Now you can go the opposite direction. And 3, 2, 1. All right, then the next one we are gonna do is just a side shuffle. So you're gonna go into a squat and just shuffle back and forth. About 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, that is it for the warm up. We'll take a short water break and we will get into the exercise for today. So for today, we are going to do 2 different groups. Each group has 3 exercises, and we're going to do 3 sets of each. And so for the first group, we are going to do, for the first exercise, we are going to do front lunges. So you're going to step out and go down and up. And I will be using my light resistance for this one. And then for the second one, we'll be doing the T arm raises. So you just legs slightly bent up to a T and back down. And then for the last one, we are going to be doing standing crunches. So for that one, you just put hands behind your head, opposite elbow to the opposite knee. All right, so we'll get started on these exercises. You want to grab your light resistance for the lunges. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. So on your first leg for the lunges, down and up. Five more seconds on this leg. 3, 2, 1. And you can do your other leg. 3, 2, 1. Five more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Right now we can get started on those T arm raises in 3, 2, 1. Bring them out to a T and back down. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. And now we'll get into the standing crunches. And 3, 2, 1. So again, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Five more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we are done with that first set. We'll get started on our second one in a couple seconds if you'd like a short water break. All right, we can get started on that second set. We'll get into the side lunges or the front lunges in 3, 2, 1. So you can start on that first leg. Five more seconds on the first leg. 3, 2, 1. And switch legs. Start that in 3, 2, 1. Five more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Now we'll get back into those T arm raises. And 3, 2, 1. Again, up to a T and back down. Five more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Now we'll get back into those side crunches, standing crunches. We'll start on those in 3, 2, 1. And hands on your head, opposite elbow to your opposite knee. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we're done with that second set. We'll take a little break and then we'll get into that last one for the first group. All right, so let's get started on that last set for the first group. We'll start on the front lunges, the first leg. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, 5 more seconds on the first leg. And switch in 3, 2, 1. can switch legs. Get started on this one in 3, 2, 1. Five more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Get started on those T arm raises in 3, 2, 1. Go up, back down. About 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Then we'll get into the last exercise of the standing crunches in 3, 2, 1. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we're done with that first group. We'll take a little water break and we'll get into that second group of exercises. All right, so for the second group of exercises, the first one we are going to do is hip abductions. So that's why I have a chair out for some balance. So what we're going to do is just we're going to put our leg out and then back in. And we'll do that for about 20 seconds on each leg. And then I'm going to grab my light resistance again. And we are going to do the shoulder press. So just put your arms in like a W and go up, back down. And then for the last one, I want to keep the resistance again because we are just going to do normal squats. So we're just going to go all the way down and back up. So those will be the 3 exercises for this group. And we can get started on the hip abductions in 3, 2, 1. So get started on that first leg. Bring your leg out, back in. We'll have about 5 more seconds on the first leg. And 3, 2, 1. Now you can switch legs. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna grab the light resistance and get into the shoulder press. In 3, 2, 1. Get up and back down. Again, we're gonna bring it up, back down. About 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. And then now we're gonna get into the just normal squats. I'm gonna use these for resistance. And 3, 2, 1. Go all the way down and back up. About 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, so we'll take a short break and then we'll get started on our second set. All right, we can get started on our second set. We'll start with those hip abductions, the first leg in 3, 2, 1. So bring that leg up and back down. Five more seconds on this first leg. And 3, 2, 1. You can switch legs. About 5 more seconds on this leg. And 3, 2, 1. Now you can grab the light resistance and we'll get back into the shoulder press. And we'll start that in 3, 2, 1. So up, down. About 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. And now we'll get back into those squats. You can get started on them in 3, 2, 1. While doing squats, remember, put more of your weight on your heels. You don't want it going to the front towards your toes. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll take a short break again, and then we'll get into our last set for the second group of exercises. All right, we can get started on our last set. Start with those hip abductions one more time in 3, 2, 1. Start with the first leg. Five more seconds on the first leg. And 3, 2, 1. Can switch legs. About 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, now we'll grab our resistance one more time and get into the shoulder press. In 3, 2, 1. Ten more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, and then now we'll get into the squats. In 3, 2, 1. Now 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, we are done with that second group. We'll take a short water break and then we can get into our cool down for today. All right, so to start our cool down, we're just going to start with a slow march. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Just to keep everything moving for a little bit. All right, and then next we're going to do the hamstring scoops. So you're going to put your foot heel dig into the ground and then scoop. We'll do each leg for about 20 seconds. And we'll switch legs in 3, 2, 1. Can switch legs. Again, heel to the ground. The scoop. And 3, 2, 1. And then, for the last one, I want to do some figure fours. So I'm going to take a seat in this chair, or you can sit on the ground, but you put your leg across the other and hug it to your chest. We'll hold this leg for about 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Can switch legs. And 3, 2, 1. All right. So that's what I have for today's workout. Thank you.